Have you made the big decision to get a new dog or puppy, but you're not sure what the right breed for you is? Well, in this video, we'll take a look at two very different sized breeds who can become your perfect canine companion, the Chow Chow and the Great Dane. Welcome back to the Fenrir Chow Chow Show. If this is your first time here, my name's Charlie and I'm a certified canine leader here at FenrirCanineLeaders.com. Everything we do here is dedicated to helping you find the perfect breed for you, and then helping you become a high-level canine leader who can raise the perfect canine companion. If that sounds like you, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to make sure you never miss another upload of the Fenrir Chow Chow Show. So let's dive into today's video where we'll be comparing these two beautiful breeds. Let's start by taking a brief look at the history of the Chow Chow. Their ancestors originated from northern China and Mongolia. They were first recognised by the UK Kennel Club in 1894 and the American Kennel Club in 1903, and they were one of the oldest recognised breed in the world. However, their history dates back even further than this, with the artefacts of China's Han Dynasty first depicting them as far as 206 BC. It's believed that they originated 1,000 years before this date in Arctic Asia, before they migrated to China via Mongolia and Siberia. With their appearance resembling a small lion, they became incredibly popular amongst Chinese nobility. One Chinese emperor was so enamored by them, he owned over 2,500 that he used as hunting dogs. The name Chow Chow is believed to have come from Chinese slang word meaning chow. Chow means edible, and unfortunately the Chow Chow has been considered a delicacy in the areas of China. They've had many more function uses over the years, including herding and guarding livestock, as well as guarding properties. Next, let's take a look at the history of the Great Dane. Drawings of dogs that closely resembled the Great Dane have been found on Egyptian artifacts dating back to 3000 BC, as well as Babylonian temples built around 2000 BC. There were also writings of such dogs in Chinese literature. It's believed that these dogs were bred with the ancestors of the English Mastiff, the Irish Wolfhound, and possibly the Irish Greyhound to create the Great Dane we're more familiar with today. They've had a few different names over the years. They were originally bred to hunt boars and went by the name of boarhound. In the 17th century, they were kept by German nobles and referred to them as kammerhunds or chamber dogs. The name Great Dane came about in the 18th century. It's said to have happened after a French naturalist travelled to Denmark and saw a version of the boarhound that was slimmer and more greyhound-like in its appearance. He called this dog the Grand Danois, which eventually became the Great Danish Dog. The name stuck even though the breed wasn't developed in Denmark. Despite the name of the Great Dane being around since the 1700s, they're not known as Great Danes everywhere. Many breed historians credit German breeders for refining the breed to the standard we are familiar with today. Originally, they had aggressive temperaments as they were bred to hunt boar. The German breeders were successful in their attempts to produce a more gentle animal. In 1880, a group of breeders and judges met in Berlin and agreed that since the dogs they were breeding were far more superior and distinctly to the English Mastiff ancestors, they would name them the Dutch Dog. The name Dutch Dog is used in many European countries, but wasn't accepted by English-speaking countries or by Italy. The English-speaking countries stuck with the name Great Dane, and in Italy they're known as the Alano, which means Mastiff. The Chow Chow is a medium-sized breed defined by a teddy bear-like appearance with distinctive blue-black coloured tongues. Male Chow Chows will grow to a height of around 20 inches or 50 centimetres at the withers and weigh as much as 80 pounds or 36 kilograms. Females will stand at around the same height but will weigh a little less, reaching around 70 pounds or 31 kilograms. As we mentioned, they have an iconic blue-black tongue that sits inside a broad yet small skull. They have small triangular ears which sit erect on their head. Interestingly, the Chow Chow has 44 teeth, which is 2 more than most of the breeds. It takes a certain amount of work to keep your Chow Chow looking fresh and clean, and as they have a double dense coat that gives them the impression of the lion-like mane around their necks. But to keep them looking their regal best, they need to be brushed at least 3 times a week. Their coat comes in a variety of colours including black, red, shaded red, cream, blue, white or fawn. The Great Dane is a tall, lean but muscular breed. They're a short-coated breed and their coat is smooth and lies close to their body, giving them a shaved appearance. This short single coat is easy to groom, but they still shed throughout the year. Their coats come in a variety of different colours including fawn, black, blue, brindle and harlequin, mantle and merle. These colours are all accepted by the Kennel Club as show standard, but there are other colours and variations that are common amongst Great Danes that won't have any health issues but won't be an accepted colour in the show ring. Only albino Great Danes suffer a high likelihood of issues. They're well known for their muscular and athletic form. A healthy Great Dane should have well-defined and visible muscles that can even be seen from a distance. Unfortunately, the Great Dane's physique plays a part in their long-term health. The heart muscle tends to grow weaker the older they get. This, coupled with their large frame and weight, is a contributing factor towards cardiomyopathy and in turn a shorter life expectancy compared to smaller breeds. Obviously, the standout feature of the Great Dane's appearance is its sheer size. One of the largest breeds around, the male can grow up to 36 inches or 91 centimetres and weigh up to an eye-watering 200 pounds or 90 kilograms. Females are a little smaller, standing at 30 inches or 76 centimetres and weighing up to 140 pounds or 63 kilograms. The Chow Chow is a very intelligent breed, and this can make them difficult to train. They're often compared to as cats, as they are more likely to do what suits them. This trait makes them appear quite selfish, and they don't seem too interested in pleasing their owners. Despite this, it's important to have a positive approach to training. Consistency goes a long way, as well as plenty of treats for rewards. On the bright side, they are known for being a relatively clean breed, so toilet training is usually achieved earlier and easy. The intelligent nature needs to be challenged. A bored Chow Chow can become destructive and show behaviours like barking, chewing or digging. Try keeping them entertained with puzzle toys, snuffle mats or toys like Kongs. Chow Chows need a moderate level of exercise. While they join you on long walks or hikes, they would much prefer a shorter walk of 30 minutes a day. That's more than enough for them. Due to their sheer size, it's vital anyone who decides to get a Great Dane is prepared. Due to their sheer size, it's vital anyone who decides to get a Great Dane is prepared to spend plenty of time properly training it. They do have a naturally friendly temperament and love to please their owners, but it's important for you to have control over them at all times. Untrained dogs of any breed can be dangerous, but a dog the size of a Great Dane could be lethal if left to become aggressive. Fortunately, they are sweet-natured, gentle, affectionate and are easy to train. They need a good walk each day, and anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour is sufficient for adult dogs. Although they are relatively quiet indoors, they do need a large space and are not suited to apartment living. Obedience training and manners is essential. As we said, they are keen to please their owners, so you should find it relatively straightforward. But if you don't spend time with them from an early age, they can become really difficult to control when they reach adulthood because of their sheer size and weight. They're not a particularly vocal dog, but they do have a powerful bark and will not hesitate to use it when they feel the need to defend their family. However, at their core, they are people orientated. They will demand your attention by nudging you with their heads to get fuss and affection, or even try hopping on your lap for a cuddle. Socialization is important with all breeds, but it is especially important for the Chow Chow. They have a naturally high prey drive due to their background as hunting dogs. This can lead to aggression with smaller animals or pets. They are also known to be unsure around other breeds of dog of the same sex. This isn't to be said that you could not own another dog or pet. From puppyhood, you should get them used to as many different situations as possible, introducing them to the sights and sounds and smells of the world around them. Even with excellent socialization, it would be advised to never leave them alone with other animals for a long period of time. Chow Chows are a naturally protective breed that will attach themselves to their families and protect them should they feel the need to do so. They're better suited to families with older children. If you have small children, you shouldn't leave them alone with your Chow Chow without supervision. As we've already touched upon, the Great Dane is a massive dog with an even bigger heart. They love their owners and they want to play and are relaxed around children. A well-trained, socialised Great Dane is happy to welcome visitors unless they think you need defending. They're generally great with children, however, they really don't realise how big they are. And as we've mentioned, they can sometimes think they're lapdogs. This is something to contemplate when they are around smaller children. They could easily knock over little ones if play gets too boisterous, and this can easily lead to injury. As with any breed, it's important to teach your children how to approach them and leave them alone if sleeping or eating. Widely speaking, Great Danes get along well with other pets in the house, especially if they've grown up with them. They're happy to curl up and snooze with other dogs or cats, but of course this isn't a general rule and some won't tolerate other pets. The Chow Chow and the Great Dane are two dogs with very striking differences in their appearance. The Great Dane, despite its imposing size, is arguably the better choice of breed for families with younger children, but both have the instinctive nature to protect. If other pets or dogs are an important part in your life, then the Great Dane is the better suited one. Obviously, the Great Dane's size means that they need a lot of space to be comfortable, so if space is an issue, the Chow Chow is more of a sensible option. Whichever breed fits in best around your needs and lifestyle, I'm sure either breed would make a fantastic canine companion. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, make sure you hit that like button and get involved down on the comments section below. And don't forget, if you are new here, to make sure you subscribe. We have 3 dedicated Chow Chow videos coming here every single week. So I can't wait to talk to you again on the next episode of the Fenrir Chow Chow Show.